Now on CoastTV News.
We saw showers this morning with a cold front, but now it's drying out and it will be colder today. Icy cold into the weekend, then moderating temperatures for Christmas and no white Christmas this year. Forecast details coming up.
Delaware's marijuana lottery is set, and in a couple of hours, there are going to be hundreds of applicants up for consideration to open a new dispensary.
We have new video of the deadly hit and run in Ocean City as one man now facing murder charges.
Georgetown Lewis Link, we have the latest on the work being done for the biking and walking trail in Sussex County.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. It's Thursday, December 19th, 2024.
I checked on some of the school calendars yesterday to see, what's going on, and a lot of them have tomorrow, Friday, listed as movie day. It's final day of before the break.
I guess that makes sense because it's the middle of the week. Christmas is in the middle of next week.
Yeah,
so,
Friday's the last day. They have the break until 2025.
I thought they would have been done by now, but what do I know?
Yeah. But movie day, that was always a favorite for me, Paige.
That'll be a good one. Yeah, we're going to bring in Bob right now. Bob, we've talked Christmas movies before, but remind me, what's your favorite one?
Gosh, Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life, I know. But, Die Hard too. Yes, it's a Christmas movie. It's official, I think. But, yeah, breaking out the old reel-to-reel in grade school and watching the movies, that was always fun back in the day. Way back in the day. We're looking at rain showers moving out this morning with a cold front, just enough to wet the ground, and that cold front has now moved offshore. We're starting to see clearing skies now, and it's a northwesterly flow. It will be cold today with sunshine. It's chilly right now, 43 in Del Mar, 45 in Ocean City, Bethany Beach and Indian River Inlet, 44, 42 in Redden. We're only going to rise a few degrees today, and it's breezy. At times, we're seeing wind gusts close to 30 miles per hour, so bundle up out there. You can see the different color arrows indicating those strong winds, 30s and 40s early on. Then it's a slow climb through the 40s by 2:30. 48 Salisbury, 46 Long Neck. So it's going to be a chilly day, maybe a few clouds into this afternoon. Temperature and wind combined, we're looking at feels like temperatures in the 30s much of the morning and actual temperatures by afternoon into the mid to upper 40s with sunshine.
Thank you, Bob. Happening today, Delaware's marijuana licensing process is entering a key phase.
CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber is in our newsroom. Elisa, over 500 applicants across the state will be moving forward to the lottery stage for the open retail license.
Matt and Paige, that lottery will be taking place today at 1 p.m. in Dover, but it will be streamed on Facebook. And now this will determine which of the applicants from Newcastle, Kent, and Sussex County will be moving forward. Now there's a total of 15 licenses up for grabs in the entire state of Delaware, and there are actually only 5 available in Sussex County. But according to the Office of the Marijuana Commissioner, there were a total of 160 applicants from Sussex County. Applicants who passed the initial qualifications and have paid their application fees will receive a unique lottery number. The lottery numbers for each county will be drawn separately and revealed during the live broadcast. And this is expected to be over with by 2 p.m. today.
Lisa, the lottery, less than 3% of Sussex County applicants will receive a license, with only 5 being available, as you said.
Yeah, Lisa, so what are the next steps after the lottery winners are announced?
Yeah, Paige, they say that the lottery winners will be contacted by the commissioner, who is then going to guide them through the supplemental application process to then obtain their conditional licenses. And actually, in order to have these businesses, you must have an active license, and that will be given to them once all the legal requirements have been met. Back to you.
All right, Elisa, thank you for that. Now, a few communities in southern Delaware have shown to be open to the idea of having businesses dedicated to recreational marijuana sales. Milford's currently looking at this. On Tuesday, the city held a public hearing on an ordinance that would set policy on recreational marijuana. Back in July, Georgetown approved its ordinance allowing marijuana sales. And despite its now legal status in the state, at least 10 communities in Sussex County have banned recreational marijuana sales.
Ocean City's government is saying thank you to Worcester and Sussex counties for trying to stop U.S. wind. Worcester County commissioners plan to buy property in the West Ocean City harbor to halt the wind farm's plans there. The Sussex County Council voted 4-1 to block U.S. Wind's plans for a substation in Dagsboro. Ocean City, which is suing U.S. Wind over the wind farm, said they want to thank the governments for, in part, quote, doing the right thing and truly representing the citizens they were elected to represent, end quote.
Staying in Ocean City, we have a new video this morning of a deadly hit-and-run crash there that we've been covering this week. Going to show you on your screen cell phone video that was taken moments right after that crash Monday night. This was in a strip mall parking lot near 94th Street. The victim was blurred out there due to how graphic it was. 57-year-old James Johnson of Ocean City was arrested. He's now facing first and second-degree murder charges. This after police say he intentionally plowed his car into the victim.
New this morning, one man is dead after a crash in Ellendale. Delaware State Police say they will continue investigating what caused a 37-year-old woman to crash into a tree around 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. Police say that the driver, that 37-year-old woman, and the victim, 38-year-old man, were driving north on DuPont Boulevard near Robbins Road when the car left the road and hit a tree. According to police, the victim was not wearing a seatbelt and was pronounced dead at the scene. The woman was taken to the hospital with serious injuries.
Also new this morning, Maryland State Police have announced increased highway patrols over the next 2 weeks. Troopers will enforce checkpoints in order to reduce impaired driving. According to state police, over 530 people have died on Maryland roads this year, with the most common crash being impaired, distracted, and aggressive driving.
Right now, we're going to show you the location of the final phase of the Lewis-Georgetown Trail between Airport Road in Georgetown and Fisher Road in Milton. Work on that chunk of the trail started Wednesday. Now, the final phase of the Georgetown to Lewis Trail is set to begin in the spring of next year. The paths will take cyclists and walkers 17 miles from Georgetown to Lewis and vice versa without them having to touch the road.
It already has thousands of people that are using it every single day. People that are using it for recreational purposes, to get to school, to get down to the beach, all of those things. And it's just going to improve safety all around for folks.
DelDOT says we can expect the phase to be completed by midsummer of 2026.
Yeah, very exciting there, and something that hits close to home here. Part of that trail is dedicated in the name of our late longtime owner, Tom Draper. We have footage of when it was unveiled in 2019. Mr. Draper was an avid cyclist and tragically lost his life in a cycling accident in 2017. There's a kiosk with his name and biography on the section of the trail under the Nassau Bridge that is near the Senior Center. Now taking a live look at Washington, D.C. with less than 48 hours until a potential government shutdown. Congress is cutting it close, and work will resume there today. This after a short-term funding bill was set off track Wednesday. President-elect Trump came out against it, insisting the spending bill needed to be a smaller price tag.
Yeah, Democratic leadership then pounced, saying House Republicans will now own any of the harm done to the American people in result of a shutdown. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us perspectives from both sides of the aisle as time is running out.
Chaos on Capitol Hill over a stopgap spending bill. President-elect Trump and Vice President-elect Vance denouncing the plan their own party proposed.
I'm not going to say anything else more about it tonight because we're in the middle of these negotiations, but I think we'll be able to solve some problems here.
Mr. Trump posting online, urging Republicans to pass a funding bill that is, quote, without Democrat giveaways, while also pushing for legislation to increase the debt ceiling. The move forcing lawmakers back to the negotiating table.
And we're still having conversations with our members, with a lot of other folks too, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
Party leaders had agreed to legislation that would keep the government open until March 14th. Top Democrats say House Republicans will now own any harm done to Americans if a shutdown occurs.
An agreement is an agreement. It was bipartisan, and there was nothing more to say.
The president-elect's discontent has thrown Congress into disarray.
I mean, what way to operate a political party is that? So it's bizarre, it's disturbing, and it's dangerous.
We're being forced into this position. They could have done a standalone. They did this because they knew that it would put members in this position to support it.
Lawmakers must act fast to meet the Friday midnight deadline or risk a holiday government shutdown. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Still a lot more news to get to this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, fire safety for the holidays, how decorations can spark a blaze.
Also, money for more affordable housing, how Lewis plans to create more affordable housing with money it must spend by the end of the year.
And up next, a caring card. We show you a program that helps tackle depression and loneliness people can experience in our community. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
At FH Fur, we believe that $29 is a small price to pay to make the holidays brighter for kids in need, which is why we're extending our $29 heating inspection offer through December 31st. For only $29, FH Fur, your Lennox Premier dealer, will perform a complete home heating inspection with the entire amount going directly to the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation. Up to $10,000. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur. Absolutely the best.
877-GOLFER, FHFur.com.
Accidents happen when you least expect them. Big or small, when accidents strike, things can get a little complicated. This is where the law office of Trap-Nickel steps in. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. If you've suffered an injury, claim the justice you're entitled to. The law office of Trap-Nickel, your priority is our priority.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor, and suddenly I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
Depression and loneliness. Not easy topics to talk about, but they're widespread and very isolating, especially for our senior population. But as Coast TV News anchor Matt Pensick shows us in this week's Coastal Connections, there's one group aiming to make sure those seniors know they are not forgotten.
Joy of the season, warming in your heart.
Joy Wade is reading the latest card she received from a senior pen pal. Wade is a participant in Easter Seals Delaware and Maryland's Eastern Shore Adult Daycare Program. For her, a card like this is more than just a friendly gesture.
You gotta write her back. For some of them to open up those cards, give them, hope, give them encouragement to, just continue to move forward and keep pushing.
A program that puts pen to paper was born at a women's club meeting in a desire to address the issue of loneliness and depression among senior members of our community.
I made everyone sit perfectly still at this, women's club, and you could just see how unsure and awkward people were feeling.
So we were in silence for a minute. That's a long time with 100 people. And afterwards she said, "This is the life of many seniors. No contact, just nothingness."
I have felt lonely like that too, as we all probably have. I went over to her immediately and I said, I love to write letters. It's a lost art, and I would like to participate in whatever you're planning to do. So that's how I got started.
But just as the senior pen pals were getting started, the pandemic hit.
We were not allowed to be in the building. Our participants all were at home, and they were lonesome because they were really quite connected here.
The social director over there gave us Linda Forte's name with Easter Seals, and they were thrilled at the thought of us writing notes to them. So we've been writing happy notes ever since.
Once a month, the pen pals get together, writing those cards, writing notes, dozens of them.
Each of them does 10 cards, and then they give me their cards, and then when I go back to my office, I write all their names on the cards, and then I bring the cards down to Ebony.
When we get the cards, we receive the cards from the pen pals, we go around the room and we personally hand out each card to the participants.
Oh, how nice.
All going to people dealing with serious challenges, people who are in need of knowing that somebody cares about them. This is also a relationship that goes both ways.
There were times when I was not having a really good time in my life, but I was still doing this. And it kind of made me happy. It lifted my spirits, as hopefully I was lifting other people's spirits. And it's kind of, I don't know if you'd say therapy, but it kind of helps.
I take readings to you and your family.
What does that mean to you that you got that
It
card?
means somebody likes me.
What seems like a simple act, writing a note, creates a meaningful moment. For Coastal Connections, I'm Matt Pensick.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
New year, new bath. Bring in 2025 with big savings from Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Right now, get 20% off all upgrades, plus save 25% on your entire bathroom project. Baths by Spicer Brothers can bring your vision to life with safe and accessible tub-to-shower conversions.
Our factory certified team guarantees 5-star professional installation completed in as little as 1 day.
Call today and save 20% off all upgrades and 25% off your entire bathroom project.
Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Act fast. It's an extreme internet deal. Low prices, high speeds, and big bonuses. Switch now and get Internet 250 for $19.99 a month for a year. Experience download speeds up to 250 meg. Plus, get our advanced Wi-Fi with EeroSecure, free for a year. A free Zumo Stream Box for all your entertainment needs. And a $100 Amazon.com gift card. Level up your internet. Hurry, call 844-EXTREME2 to save.
It's the Red Tag event going on now at IG Burton Chevrolet. See some red, save some green. Discounts up to $12,500 off, 0% financing, and leases starting at just $299 a month. If you're looking for a great deal, now's the time to get behind the wheel at IG Burton Chevrolet. Come see us today at any IG Burton Chevrolet location in Melford, Seaford, Lewis, or Berlin, or online at igburton.com for all the details. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody!
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
New year, new bath. Bring in 2025 with big savings from Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Right now, get 20% off all upgrades, plus save 25% on your entire bathroom project. Baths by Spicer Brothers can bring your vision to life with safe and accessible tub-to-shower conversions.
Our factory certified team guarantees 5-star professional installation completed in as little as 1 day.
Call today and save 20% off all upgrades and 25% off your entire bathroom project.
Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:18, and you're looking live at the bright lights of Salisbury. Not so bright in that shot there. But, Bob, today, the weather not too frightful for the season, especially if you want to add on and light up your neighborhood. Just put a row of new lights, several rows of new lights out there.
Go nuts.
Yeah, go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Go full, Clark Griswold. No, you could today if you'd like to. I think the weather will be conducive for that as we're looking at dry and breezy conditions. You're going to have to wear some gloves. It is colder, but I did give it the green light to decorate today. A red light tomorrow. We've got rain developing. It turns into a cold rain in the afternoon, but then dry and really cold on Saturday. You can still do the lights, but we're only going to see highs in the 30s on that day. Temperatures in the 40s right now. We're drying out. 42 Salisbury, Georgetown, Redden, and Milton as well. So we're falling off a little bit. 45 Ocean City and 43 in Rehoboth right now. Winds are coming out of the northwest, 10, 15, even close to 20 miles per hour. Pretty gusty through Maryland and coastal Delaware right now. Wind gusts at 26, Indian River Inlet, 28 in Ocean City, and 26 in Salisbury. So the bottom line, it's chilly and it's breezy and it's drying out. We had a little bit of rain overnight, just a few hundredths of an inch, but that system is now moving offshore and drying out with the cold front, and behind it we're getting into a colder northwesterly flow, and we'll get into some sunshine today, but it's going to be cold sunshine, and there's much more cold air up in Canada now, and that will be breaking free and then coming down as we go into the weekend, and we're talking about an Arctic chill big time at that time. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're in the 30s and low 40s and breezy, so bundle up, but the sun will be out, and Temperatures only slowly rising through the low 40s around 9 a.m. By noon, 45 in Millsboro, 47 in Salisbury, 43 in Fenwick Island. That's probably going to do it for highs. Mid to maybe some upper 40s away from the coast, even some lower 40s at the beaches. We've got some clouds moving in this evening. I think we'll see 30s at the onset. And then as we go through the overnight with clouds increasing, temperatures do come up into the 40s. With a northeast wind, we're going to have an area of low pressure developing offshore, and that's going to increase some moisture. We're going to see rain developing into the afternoon. It's a cold rain with 40s. Then by 6 o'clock, look at this. We're in the 40s, even some upper 30s. But the profile of the atmosphere is not such that we'll see snow. It's just way too warm, we think. But look at this, upper 30s by 9:30. It's a cold rain, Fenwick Island up to Lewis. Still some showers hanging on around Ellendale, and then we'll see the showers ending around 11:30. So just a cold rain for us, but it looks like it could be snow from Philadelphia to Allentown up into New York and Long Island as well. They could be looking at accumulating snow up in this neck of the woods, but for us, it's just a cold rain, and then that Arctic air just really blows in after this system. Look at all that snow offshore that we're missing. That's too bad. We're looking at maybe 2/10 to about 4/10 of an inch of rain. It's going to be a cold rain as we go into Friday evening, and that Arctic blast, it's on the way this weekend into early next week. Highs 10 to 20 degrees below average, highs in the 30s, lows in the teens, feeling much colder with the wind and staying dry. We're not linking up any kind of storm with this cold air to bring us a white Christmas, unfortunately. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. 40s the next couple of days of that cold rain Friday and Friday evening, kind of washing out your Friday evening plans. Then really cold Saturday, 37, 17 Sunday morning, only 31 the high on Sunday, 15 Monday morning, and then 35 Monday, Christmas Eve, 44 dry, and then hello Santa on Wednesday, Christmas Day, cloudy and a little warmer, high of 48 degrees.
All right, thank you, Bob. We have an update on a couple of stories that we've covered for you, and they've now converged. Lewis has been working to find ways to spend money from the American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA, by the end of the year. They've also been working to create more affordable housing, and now they're directing ARPA funds to the Dutchman Harvest development. Here's how this all breaks down. For people who make 65% or less than the average income, new prices would be available for this housing. One-bedroom home, $100,000. Two-bedroom home, $250,000. And three-bedroom home, that would be about $300,000. And some people who live in Lewis, they are all for it.
I think we definitely need it. I mean, we've seen over the years so many people, from other countries and just from the area that come down here to work during the summer, and they don't have anywhere to live.
Lewis officials say there is a provision that if this project falls through, the money will be reallocated.
Now, that wasn't the only money distributed by Lewis from the American Rescue Plan Act. $50,000 will go to a new water tower, $25,000 to Code Purple to help the homeless. And we have covered this story extensively. To see the exact prices of Dutchman's Harvest units and more, you can head to our website, CoastTV.com.
Now, this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know which city project in Lewis deserves more funding.
All right, we've got a couple more votes in here the last hour. 36% of you say Dutchman's Harvest, like we just mentioned. 28% of you say Code Purple. 31% other. Just a few of you chiming in with that Lewis Water Tower, and you like that idea.
I think all the ideas are good.
Why not? Yeah, go ahead and vote if you haven't yet. Go to CoastTV.com, or you can vote on our app. Coming up next on Coast TV News Today, we're talking fire safety for the holidays, how the Delaware State Fire Marshal says you can avoid a house fire. Don't go anywhere.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
This is the most money anyone has won in the history of television.
It's torture!
Deal or No Deal Island, January 7th on NBC and Peacock.
See the money won't stay for you. Give all the peace of life for your wife.
For nearly 90 years, Delaware Electric Cooperative has powered the Christmas spirit. Throughout the decades, affordable co-op energy has kept your homes warm, your Christmas trees lit, and your kitchens ready to churn out holiday meals. From one generation to the next, our team has been there for you, working in the worst of weather to keep your lights on and the holidays bright. This Christmas season, we'll be there with you once again, working to power new Christmas memories and offering the most reliable and affordable energy in the state of Delaware.
At Puppies R Us, silent nights are overrated. This Christmas, save $300 off a perfect new puppy, plus 20% off all accessories and a free bag of Canada puppy food. We wish you a furry Christmas at family-owned Puppies R Us in Bridgeville, where we put the puppies before us.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
The holidays can mean more craziness than usual, from more cooking to more decorating, all covering the house, but those very things can make the holidays special. They can also make fire hazards. The Delaware State Fire Marshal says house fires generally increase during the holiday season. Some tips to prevent fires include making sure your decorations and your Christmas tree are not too close to a heat source, and do not overload your extension cords.
There's more children running around your house, possibly unattended because of large crowds. You're bringing in more electrical cords and decorations. You're bringing, potential flammable items like a live Christmas tree, or a cut live Christmas tree. You're doing more cooking.
And the fire marshal also said, fortunately, there's been no holiday-related fires so far this season. Let's keep it that way. And for more tips on how to stay safe during this holiday season, you can visit our website, CoastTV.com. Here's some stats now from the Delaware State Fire Marshal. 1/3 of home decoration fires are actually started by candles. They also say 2 out of 5 decoration fires happen because those decorations are placed too close to a heat source.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihe is back with us. If you're getting ready for that early morning beach walk or run, you might have to deal with a bit of a breeze today, Bob.
Yeah, a bit of a breeze, so layer up, maybe go polar fleece and then Gore-Tex and gloves and hats. Yeah, it's starting to get cold, and it's going to get really cold into the weekend. But Assateague and Chincoteague today, lots of sunshine, but breezy. Yeah, it's going to be gusty out there. So temperatures in the upper 40s, feeling like lower 40s with the wind. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, you're topping out in the mid to upper 40s, waves around 3 to 5 feet. And then the next 3 days, changes for Cambridge on the Bayside. 47 today, a cold rain Friday, 46 and only 37 the high on Saturday. Similar conditions for Crisfield as well. It's a cold rain Friday and Friday evening, and then Saturday for you, 38 degrees. We've got the Arctic air for the weekend, but the temperatures do start to climb through Christmas and the end of the year. Much more in your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you, Bob. Also coming up after the break, contention on Capitol Hill. We're telling you why a plan to stop a government shutdown may not go forward as planned.
Wind worries eased, why Ocean City is thanking Worcester and Sussex County for the plans of an offshore wind farm near the town.
And the anticipated marijuana license lottery that takes place today. What happens after those businesses are chosen? Coast TV will be right back.
For many in our community, the holidays can bring about stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments.
That's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help.
Every penny you give helps families right here on Delmarva.
You can help local children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge. As our thank you, we'll list our business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on the screen or online at blessourchildren.org.
Together, we can make the holidays this year a special one.
When Pfeiffer's needed a custom solution for their serving windows, they turned to Clark & Sons. When the American Legion in Lewis faced a similar challenge, they also called Clark & Sons. From the smallest custom garage door you've ever seen to the bold, bright red doors of the new Ocean City Fire Department, Clark & Sons has the garage door for every need. For over 60 years, we've been the trusted choice across Delmarva, known for delivering top-notch craftsmanship and unmatched service. Call today for your free estimate. Clark & Sons, where quality meets trust.
I needed to do some safe floor. I slipped in my old floor and I broke my kneecap. I called Pinnacle, they came. The team was very professional. And then when I came home 2 o'clock, my garage was done. That's the best part. I loved it. Pinnacle did a really great job. They did this beautiful floor and safe to walk. Call Pinnacle You will not be disappointed. You'll be happy, like I am.
It had been an ongoing issue with the ductboard that's underneath the home, a rancid odor, and I said, I'm calling Above and Beyond, and Graydon successfully eliminated all this odor. I have no more allergies, no more runny eyes. It's all gone thanks to this air scrubber. This is why I called Above and Beyond. One of the reasons that I went with Above and Beyond services is because I believe in this product, definitely. It's a lifesaver. I can breathe. I'm so much healthier.
Now on Coast TV News.
We saw showers this morning with a cold front. That cold front now moving offshore. It turns colder today, icy cold into the weekend, then moderating temperatures for Christmas. No white Christmas this year. Details coming up.
Hundreds are in the running for a handful of marijuana licenses in Delaware. We'll tell you about a lottery taking place in just a couple of hours.
The funding fight grows, the politics being played as the federal government shutdown looms.
Ocean City support. We have reaction from town officials after some big decisions that could hinder wind farm efforts off of our coast.
This is Coast TV News Today.
December 19th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pence. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is, what do we got here, Paige? We got 6:31 right now. College football playoffs this weekend. The beloved Nittany Lions in action. And this is my last chance to talk to you about that before the game.
I don't know why we talk about it.
Because
I have nothing to say. I hope they lose.
That's the reaction.
And then I get in trouble because I'm being mean to my co-anchor.
That's just, I just like that reaction. That's my pre-Christmas gift. Thank you.
I brought your Christmas gift in today. Should I take it home? That was what you get? See, he just pokes me all day, people, and sometimes I snap.
Sometimes you poke back, and it hurts.
Yeah, I do. That's actually very true. But I like to do that off camera. You know, so the viewers think I have an image to uphold.
You got that sweet, adorable, loving image, and then, no.
I don't know if that's how the viewers see me, but that would be nice. But we'll bring in Bob right now. Bob, you tend to handle it a little better than I do. How do you feel about college football playoffs coming up?
I think it's good.
Okay.
You know, I think it's good, and I'm guessing they're not playing in Pennsylvania.
They are.
They are playing at Penn State this weekend? Yes. Oh, wow. It's going to be cold. We're looking at temperatures only in the 20s and 30s up there. Whoo, it's going to be cold. Anyway, for us, we're looking at clearing conditions this morning with a cold front that has moved through. We had a few showers earlier on, just a few hundredths of an inch of rain, but now we're starting to see clearing skies as a northwest flow is kicking in. So we'll see sunshine today, but temperatures really not moving all that much. 43 in Del Mar, 44 in Ocean City, 43 in Rehoboth right now, 42 in Redden, and we're seeing wind gusts up close to 30 miles per hour, Ocean City, 26 in Salisbury, 15 in Millsboro. So feels like temperatures are in the mid to upper 30s. So bundle up out the door this morning as we will be looking at chilly conditions. Temperatures slowly rising to the 40s this morning. A very chilly northerly breeze by noon, mid 40s and then maybe upper 40s well inland, but mid 40s elsewhere as we go into the afternoon hours, and pretty chilly heading into this evening. Bus stop forecast for the kiddos, breezy and cold, 40 degrees off to school, and they still need that heavier jacket heading home, cold and breezy, and 46 degrees.
Thank you. Happening today, Delaware's marijuana licensing process is entering a very critical phase.
And Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is in our newsroom. Elisa, over 500 applicants across the state will be moving forward to the lottery stage for the open retail license.
Good morning, Matt and Paige. That lottery is expected to take place today at 1 p.m. in Dover, but it will be streamed on Facebook. Now, this lottery will determine which of the applicants from Newcastle, Kent, and Sussex counties will be moving forward. And there's a total of 15 licenses available in the entire state of Delaware, but there's only 5 available in Sussex County. And according to the Office of the Marijuana Commissioner, there were 160 applicants. And applicants who pass the initial qualifications and have paid their application fees will receive a unique lottery number. And the lottery number for each county will be drawn separately and revealed during that live broadcast. And after the lottery, the commissioner will contact the winners and guide them through the supplemental application process, moving them closer to obtaining their conditional licenses. And active licenses allow business operations to begin, and those will be issued. All of the legal requirements have been met. And that lottery is expected to be finished today at 2 p.m. Back to you.
Lisa Weber, thank you. In our newsroom, Ocean City's government is saying thank you to Western Sussex County for trying to stop alternative energy company U.S. Wind. Worcester County commissioners, they say they plan to buy property in the West Ocean City harbor to halt the wind farm plans there, and the Sussex County Council voted 4-1 to block U.S. Wind's plan for a substation in Dagsboro. Ocean City, which is suing U.S. Wind over the wind farm, said they want to say thank you to the governments for, quote, doing the right thing and truly representing the citizens they were elected to represent.
We have some new video this morning of a deadly hit-and-run crash that happened in Ocean City. On your screen, we're going to show you some cell phone video that was taken just moments after the crash Monday. The victim has been blurred out, of course, due to the graphic situation. We previously reported that an Ocean City man is facing serious charges after police say he intentionally plowed his car into a pedestrian at a strip mall parking lot near 94th Street.
Here this morning, Rehoboth Beach searching for a new solicitor, and the city says this would be the city's chief legal counsel. The search comes after the resignation of former solicitor Glenn Mandelis and the secession of Alex Burns. According to Rehoboth Beach officials, they say Burns was appointed without sufficient public notice.
We're going to take a live look now at our nation's capital. There it is, less than 48 hours until a government shutdown potentially. Congress, they're cutting it close. And now House Majority Leader Steve Scalise says the government funding deal is officially dead. This comes after President-elect Trump came out against it, insisting that spending bill needed a smaller price tag and wants the debt ceiling increased.
Obviously, there's still a lot of negotiations and conversations going on, but there's no agreement.
Legislation would have kept the government open until March 14th. Otherwise, a shutdown will happen at 12:01 a.m. Saturday without any action from Congress.
Still got a lot more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up in economic development on Eastern Shore, we're going to tell you about the thousands of dollars just announced for programs in Worcester and Wycomico County.
And we're counting down the days to the governor's challenge. We're also going to show you some other exciting action from the Eastern Shore.
And support in Sussex County, how some renters are feeling supported after a ruling on a Lincoln manufactured housing park. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Attention employers on Delmarva. The Delmarva Job Fair, sponsored by the Stokely Center and the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services, is back. Join us Saturday, February 1st from 10 to 2 at Delaware Tech in Georgetown. Connect with over 1,000 job seekers all in one place and grow your team. Secure your spot today at the most successful job fair on Delmarva. Go to WBOCevents.com. The Delmarva Job Fair, where great employers meet great talent.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low, low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com now.
Draper Media, an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to provide broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should email humanresources@wboc.com.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodel.
It's coming up on 6:40 on this Thursday morning, and we are looking at Cambridge right now, our live cam. Hopefully it'll pop up. 41 degrees, voila, there it is. And looking at the marina, it's cold and it's breezy as well, as we have skies beginning to clear out now. We had some showers overnight with a cold front, but now that front is moving offshore. We've got a northwesterly wind. We'll see sunshine, and it's cold, low to mid 40s, but with a gusty wind gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Well, right now it's feeling like 30s out there. Here's your DriveCast. Roads are drying out, so we're looking better throughout the day, and then chilly and breezy for your PM commute. Our umbrella winner today is Lori from Ocean View. Congratulations to her from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. People living in a Lincoln manufactured housing park are feeling supported after a Delaware court ruled on a long-running case involving Pine Haven and its ownership. Those we spoke to in Pine Haven told Coast TV that conditions there were deplorable, and Blue Beach Bungalows was fined over $800,000. That was for violating consumer protection laws, including deceptive practices and failing to follow orders. Now, the court reduced some fines. They upheld, though, the significant penalties and noted a previous violation related to wastewater issues. We now have an in-depth article on this whole legal battle. You can find that on our website. It's on CoastTV.com. Hey, don't forget, Coast TV is your destination for NFL action this weekend. Saturday, the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, a special holiday game. Coverage for that begins at noon. Sunday Night Football, Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. That game begins at 7 p.m. And, of course, right after that, you can stay tuned for your local news coverage at 11.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Well, winter sports isn't just for wrestling and basketball. Last night, we had hockey action across the bridge in Annapolis. Kent Island and Easton met at McMillan Arena. James Biles opened the scoring for the Buccaneers in a game that saw 14 combined Genos. Easton prevailed 9-5 to top Kent Island. Paxton Echternock, Campbell Taliaferro, and Paige Marion all scored in the win for the Warriors. Tonight on DSN, tune into our high school hoops matchup between Queen Anne's and Cambridge South Dorchester. The Lions beat CSD 58-57 in Valhalla last year, but the Vikings haven't done much losing otherwise. Since the beginning of last season, the reigning Bayside champs are 28-3. Meanwhile, QAC has only one returning starter, but the Lions are off to a 4-1 start this season. Tip-off is set for 5:30, and our coverage begins at 5:25. And if you want more high school hoops, you're going to get your fix a week from today. 140 teams are coming to the Eastern Shore this Christmas season for the 42nd Annual Governor's Challenge. We've got Delmarva's best along with some of the top prep programs in the nation, and you can catch action from 5 different courts simultaneously on DSN+. Each court will have 6 games a day from December 26th through the 30th. You won't want to miss it. That is for sports this morning. We'll see you all later on tonight from Cambridge.
And also tonight on DSN, your game of the night, 5:30. Tune in to watch Queen Anne's face off against CSD boys basketball. For a full recap of all the action, tune in. Final score at 10:30. And then over on DSN Plus, also 5:30, Mardella taking on Crisfield in boys basketball. Easton plays North Carolina girls basketball. 6 p.m., William Penn will play Appoquinimink in boys basketball. 6:30, Laurel taking on Woodbridge in boys basketball. Now it's time, the latest news from the world of entertainment. We have Douglas Hyde with the Hollywood Minute.
Whoa. Is that supposed to be scary?
Deadpool and Wolverine's Ryan Reynolds and Wicked's Cynthia Erivo dominated the box office this year, and now both are being honored. Reynolds' native land is giving him its top civilian honor, the Order of Canada, citing his film career and philanthropic efforts, while Erivo will get the Sundance Film Festival's Visionary Award for her uncompromising work and impact on the entertainment industry.
I need you to act like everything is fine. Is there something in your car?
Hilarity and horror ensues when a mythical creature gets accidentally hit by a car in Death of a Unicorn. Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega play a father-daughter duo in the dark comedy, which hits theaters in the spring.
There's no such thing as magic.
Get ready to feel the magic of Harry Potter on the big screen again. The first 4 Harry Potter films are returning to cinemas in February. They'll be shown in a variety of formats, including 3D, 4DX, and D-Box, depending on the theater. In Hollywood, I'm Douglas Hyde.
During the holiday season, Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign works to bring the Christmas spirit to everyone, and we like to share the cards and donations that we've received. Got this great card here from Doris from Georgetown, and well, since it doesn't look like we'll actually have a white Christmas, this card, it'll help out with that, with this great scene here. Thank you so much for your donation, but we still need your help to make sure that every child on Delmarva has that special present to open on Christmas morning. Already, the initiative has raised almost $320,000. Now, to donate online, you can visit blessourchildren.org. All right, check this out, everybody. Today's holiday house is a nice and cozy corner. On your screen is a nicely decorated Christmas tree. It's next to a big chair, and this completes the room, making it the coziest and most festive place in the house. This picture was submitted to us by Wendy and Jerron in Laurel. Great shot there. We want to see more of your bright lights and festive setups, and you can submit your pictures, also videos. Looking for some video, folks. You can do that at coasttv.com/holidayhouse. Big one here next week. Be sure to tune in for Coast TV's Christmas special, A Del Marvelous Christmas. It will highlight heartwarming stories for you and your family to enjoy this Christmas. You can first see it 11 p.m. Christmas Eve, and then if you want to watch it again or you missed that one, you can catch it on Christmas Day at 5 p.m.
And heartwarming is good with all that Arctic air on the way. We're seeing brightening skies on the gutter helmet cam right now. 42, it is breezy and it's chilly out there. And the roads are drying out and we're looking at the showers gone. It's colder today and then Arctic air into the weekend. Then not as cold for Christmas and not white either, unfortunately. I'll have your full forecast coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
Currently employed, job seeking, or just feeling the need for a career change? Elevate your career by joining the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services. We are hiring motivated individuals who want to change lives, including their own. Maryland Public Safety offers competitive salaries, career advancement, excellent health benefits, and a state government pension with supplemental retirement options. Find out the various career opportunities available. Make the move to Maryland Public Safety. Visit dpscscareers.com.
The Governor's Challenge is back in Salisbury, and the Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive station for the hottest high school hoops. 140 teams from 14 states, D.C. and Canada hit the courts in the nation's premier holiday basketball tournament. Download the DSN app today so you can stream every live game from 5 courts, plus the DSN Nightly Wrap-Up Show. The 42nd Annual Governor's Challenge, sponsored by Shower Glass. Only on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people, are professional, and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
6:48 now on your Thursday morning as we take a live look at Laurel there. Sun's trying to come up, Bob. The clouds kind of blocking it a little bit, but we do know that it wouldn't really matter anyways. It's going to be a pretty chilly day today.
It's going to be pretty chilly. And in fact, yes, very much so, Paige. And those clouds will start to move out, and we are going to see more in the way of sunshine as we go through the day. And that sun's not going to help too much. Well, if you stay in the sun and out of the breeze, you'll be much better off. 47 today. Average high is 50. We're not going to be anywhere near that for several days. 46 tomorrow. And then the bottom drops out. Arctic air over the weekend. 37 Saturday, 31 Sunday, and only 35 on Monday. That's without the wind and with a lot of sunshine. So a very cold Arctic air mass moving in at that time. 43 now in Rehoboth down at Bethany Beach, 42 in Salisbury and Delmar, 40 in Seaford, and then you factor in the wind and it's feeling like 30s as we're seeing sustained winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour, but we have seen gusts near 30 Indian River Inlet, Ocean City, and Salisbury as well. So bundle up out the door as the clouds we just saw on that camera are starting to move out now with that cold front that moved offshore. We had a few showers showers overnight, but the flow around this is coming out of the northwest. We've got some lake effect snow showers, nothing like they saw a few weeks ago, but there's a lot of cold air in Canada that's going to break away and come right down into our neck of the woods as we go into this upcoming weekend. But before then, we're dealing with a cold rain tomorrow. But let's walk you through it on Futurecast. Cold and breezy this morning with 30s and 40s and a slow rise in temperatures through the afternoon. By noon, mid to upper 40s and only around 46 to 48. Inland areas, mid-afternoon, low 40s at the coast. And then this evening, 30s, and then the clouds start to increase. We thicken up those clouds tomorrow morning, temperatures in the 40s. And then we're going to see an area of low pressure offshore, and that will increase a cold rain as we go into the afternoon. Temperatures in the 40s. We're just a little too warm for any snow with this system, but it's a cold rain. 30s and low 40s at 6:30 tomorrow evening. So if you're headed out to dinner, it's going to be raw. And then by 9:30, look at this, temperatures in the upper 30s to right around 40, getting close to cold enough for snow, but not quite, as we're seeing that rain ending. But farther to the north, it could be a different story. Could be snow maybe around Philadelphia, Allentown, New York, Long Island, accumulating snow for them. With this system, we just missed the snow. We're just talking about rain for Delmarva, maybe up to a quarter inch, maybe a little more in some spots. But the big story this weekend and early next week is temperatures well below average, 10 to 20 degrees below average, highs in the 30s, lows in the teens, and staying dry. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 40s the next couple of days, and that cold rain Friday and Friday evening. The Arctic air for the weekend and Monday, highs only in the 30s, teens Sunday and Monday morning, and then warming up towards Christmas. Hello, Santa. Cloudy, unfortunately not a white Christmas, with 48 degrees for the high.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Maryland Governor Wes Moore is announcing almost $130 million for community revitalization and economic development programs in the state of Maryland. Some of that money will be going to the Eastern Shore, specifically a project called The Perch, which is described as an education-based business incubator at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore.
Delaware Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester supporting a new bill she introduced called the Know Who Owns Your Home Act. Now, she says it helps renters by providing more information about the ownership and condition of rental properties. The goal of the bill, they say, is to create a national registry to track rentals, making it easier for renters to contact property owners for repairs and hold landlords accountable.
It's now 6:52, and we are going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day, a very good girl who very well behaved for Santa. You can see that right there on your screen. That is Kona. She took this great picture with Santa and Mrs. Claus. She got 2 for the price of 1. We know she'll get every present she deserves this year. Kona was submitted to us by Lori in Longneck.
And of course, we want to see your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes your pet so special.
You can scan that QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to us, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature. We'll be right back.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture and North Star Heating and Air Conditioning.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby Horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-455-0217. That's 1-800-455-0217 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-455-0217 now.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
It is 6:55. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. With less than 48 hours until a government shutdown, Congress cutting it real close. Now, House Majority Leader Steve Scalise says the government funding deal is officially dead. This comes after President-elect Trump came very out against it. The legislation would have kept the government open until March 14th.
Delaware State Fire Marshal says house fires generally increase during the holidays, and some tips for fire prevention include making sure decorations and Christmas trees are not too close to heat sources and to not overload extension cords.
Lewis has been working to find ways to spend money from the American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA, by the end of the year. Lewis also been working to create more affordable housing, so now they're directing that ARPA funds to the Dutchman's Harvest development. For people who make 65% or less than average income, new prices would be available. It's 6:56 now. It's time for a look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, Bob, compared to the other day, it's a bit of a cool down today.
It is. You know, no more 50s and 60s for a while. We're talking about 40s and wind as well. And it's going to feel much colder with that wind throughout the day as we're starting out in the 30s and low 40s. But we've got a stiff northerly wind. So we're looking at highs later today in the mid 40s. But with that wind, feeling like 30s at times. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 47 today, 46 on Friday. A cold rain builds in. That continues into Friday evening. That'll be snow farther to the north across Pennsylvania and the Northeast. Arctic cold for the weekend, 37 Saturday. Look at that, teens Sunday and Monday, only 31 on Sunday, 35 Monday, but then warming up towards Christmas. I think the travel weather looking pretty good for really much of the East Coast heading into next week. Christmas Day, 48. It will not be white, but that's okay. And then wet on Thursday, 50 degrees, and then warming up as we head towards the end of the year.
Not too bad, Bob. Thank you so much. And thank you all so much for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back. Coast TV News Midday is at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and Weather apps. Have a great Thursday morning, everybody.